Hey everyone, Navy5184 here, and welcome to the music reaction. Today we are reacting to Fantastic Baby by Big Bang. So I'm going to be completely upfront about this. Yes, Season 2 of Squid Games brought me here. Now, I will say this. It did take me a while. I remember watching it and I remember seeing that. I'm like, why in the world does he look so familiar? And then I finally started seeing the people point out that he was T.O.P from Big Bang. And that's like, that's where I know him. Now, here's the thing. I only know one of their songs, Bang Bang Bang. That's the only song of theirs I know. So I wasn't originally gonna there was a part of me that's like, maybe I do need to listen to more of their stuff, but then I saw clips of this particular song making so many rounds on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, whatever, and I've been doing my best to really kind of avoid them because you know, I usually just scroll through anyways, you know, and I just see the song and then I just saw it pop up so much. I'm like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just do a reaction to this, because this is probably gonna, I've been also seeing a lot of, I don't know if I should say controversy in regards to their place in K-pop, because like I know for me, like BTS was the group that introduced me to K-pop, but I think where the controversy has started, I think it was an interview one of them did just recently talking about how they're the ones that paved the way, you know, to make it worldwide, which really, based off what I've been seeing, isn't necessarily wrong. Like I would say, like maybe like Big Bang was the group that really made it to where, yeah, K-pop was starting to get big worldwide. Granted, I've got to check see when Psy came out, because I feel like he needs to be thrown there too. But BTS, I think, is like the group that really made it big worldwide. If you understand, it's like Big Bang opened the door for BTS to go through and do what they did, you know. And one thing I noticed about fandoms is they're very, I'm trying to think of the word. I don't know if there is a proper word, but they get very defensive about their groups in terms of their stands and everything. It's like, you can easily be the one who paved the way for somebody, you know. Like, I can't really say I like BTS better because I know more of their songs than I do Big Bang, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with acknowledging that Big Bang may have paved the way for BTS to become as big as they did. You know, that's not saying they're better, it's just saying they paved the way. There's a lot of people who like, say, like Queen better than the Beatles, but, you know, you could probably say the Beatles helped pave the way for groups like Queen to make it big in America. I mean, you know what I mean. But that's a whole nother subject that really we'll get into some other time. Let's just go ahead and get into this reaction here so I can finally see you know, what is going on with Big Bang, and we'll see if my hatred for Thanos from Squid Game dies down a little bit. I doubt it, but we'll see. But we'll go ahead and get started. I'll leave a link to the original video in the description below. Let's go ahead and get this thing started.
여기 붙어라 모두 모여라 We gon' party like
Is that G-Dragon? There's a lot I don't know about this group, apparently. Interesting video concept, though, I gotta say.
Wow, fantastic, baby.
Okay. Okay, so right off the bat, I got a couple things I want to point out here that I'm noticing with this. First off, am I correct in assuming that that was G-Dragon I saw like right at the beginning of this? Was he in Big Bang too? Now G-Dragon I've heard of, haven't heard of his stuff, but I've definitely heard the name a lot. But wow, I didn't realize he was around that long. If that is him, really goes to show you how much more about K-pop I really have to learn. I would say I'm probably more familiar with a lot of the recent groups more than anything, so I know I've got a lot of ways to go, but I will say this. The video is a very interesting concept. I'm not going to lie, almost got some Daft Punk vibes with the look, but in terms of the sound, like, definitely getting some serious, like, LMFAO like vibes with that. But then again, it fits with the time. Seeing this was 12 years ago, I think this was what, so 2012-ish. So that definitely fits around the time, which is probably why, even though we're barely a minute in, I'm probably going to seriously enjoy it, because 2010s, I wouldn't say is a group of songs I really like a whole lot, but it's close to like the 2000s, and like 90s and all that. That's like the music I go towards. But so far, I'm really jiving with this sound so far. I'm really liking this so far.
Fantastic, baby. 이 난장판에 끝판왕 차례 땅을 흔들고 3분은 엄부충분한 break.
That's gotta be him.
Catch me on fire. 진짜가 나타나.
Oh, there it is. He just said it.
하나부터 열까지 모든 게 다 한 수위 모래벌판 위를 미친 듯이 뛰어봐도 버튼한 우리 하늘은 충분히 너무나 푸르니까 아무것도 묻지 말란 말이야 느끼란 말이야 내가 누군지
네 심장 소리에 맞게.
My peeps, I don't do this often in my reaction videos. It's gonna happen here. I don't normally rewind to hear a very specific part of a song. My goodness. I don't know what the hell he's saying. Actually, it doesn't even look like I have the option to turn captions on. I usually try to do that with these videos so I can kind of get what the lyrics are, but how can it be when you don't understand a single word somebody's saying and yet you feel yourself like just vibing and feeling with them so hard? Wow, I did not know T.O.P was like that. It honestly makes me wonder. Like, I think about when Thanos was rapping in Squid Game. Like, I was hearing it. Granted, I was listening to I know because my wife prefers listening to the English dub version of it. So obviously it's a voiceover actor, so I'm not really getting his rapping skill. I may have to go back and watch it in Korean. But it's like I didn't take him very seriously as a famous rapper. But then I hear this, and I'm just like, I think I can hear why he was chosen to play Thanos. But let's go back a little bit here. I think that was roughly around. All right, we'll start about here. Wow.
하나부터 열까지 모든 게 다 한 수위 모래벌판 위를 미친 듯이 뛰어봐도 버튼한 우리 하늘은 충분히 너무나 푸르니까 아무것도 묻지 말란 말이야 느끼란 말이야 내가 누군지
My guy.
네 심장 소리에 맞게 뛰기 시작해.
Oh, I think these are like the first actual singing vocals we got in the song, isn't it? Jeez. Oh my. Woo! My guy.
Wow, fantastic, baby.
Yes, exactly. Does he have a Dragon Ball tattoo? Okay, there is too much. We just barely got through, and I feel like there's still already too much to kind of try to process in all of this. First is trying to process the fact that we got G-Dragon in this, trying to process T.O.P's rap skills, and I don't know anybody else. As I said, I'm very unfamiliar with the group outside of the song Bang Bang Bang, and I just know T.O.P because of Squid Games, at least from the name and seeing that. And G-Dragon, I've just seen so many different clips of his work, but I never knew that he was with Big Bang. So just trying to get all that processed, along with the vocals are fantastic as well. And I'm honestly sitting here listening to just this song, and from what I understand, this isn't even their biggest song, but I'm listening to this song and I'm like, how can anyone have any beef with anybody saying that they're on BTS's level? I honestly don't see how anyone can have any beef with that. You can like a group more than another group, and that's fine. but sometimes you have to be objective. Like, there's a lot of people, like, in terms, like, my favorite all-time group is the Beatles, but I am objective enough to know that there are probably some bands that may actually even be better than them. Like, I will flat out say that if you're going to ask me objectively who I think is better between the Beatles or Queen, I will probably pick Queen. But the Beatles are still my favorite group. You know, you can easily admit that there is somebody better, but you can still, you know, still have love for your faves. That's just the way I feel about it. Now, granted, I need to listen to more Big Bang to really try to solidify this, but this is all just going off what I'm hearing from just this song, but holy cow. They are blowing my brain. Now I haven't even gotten into the actual music video either. These guys really go all out, don't they? Alright, so he can sing too.
Hold up.
I can tell you this, there have been some personal top 10 lists that are being affected by this.
Wow, fantastic, baby.
Yeah, the fantastic baby for sure.
Fantastic, baby. Wow, fantastic, baby. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka.
Okay. That part right there just kind of solidified something for me. I'll get into it in a second, probably.
Wow, fantastic, baby.
Holy crap. Oh my goodness, y'all. Alright, y'all, that was Fantastic Baby by Big Bang, and fantastic it was. Oh my goodness. As I said right before the end, I'm going to have some personal top 10s that are severely shaken up after listening to that song. That song is getting added to my K-pop playlist as soon as I get done recording this. And I honestly, I know I've done a personal top 10 on here for like my favorite songs by K-pop girl groups, and like already, even for me personally, that has kind of changed as I'm starting to get more in tune with some songs, but I haven't done a list for like my male groups yet, and I'm gonna tell you this song has shaken up that list big time. Wow. Okay, so first and foremost, before I even forget, because I'm sure I'm going to go on quite a tangent here in a second, so I'm just going to say right off the bat, suggestions, Big Bang suggestions, please. Where do I go from here? Where is the proper way to go from here? Because, wow, that was amazing. And honestly, I don't even know where to start. I felt so like gobsmacked throughout all of that. I mean, between learning G-Dragon was in the group, actually hearing T.O.P for the first time, and actually, really paying attention to him. And I mean, their vocals were insanely great as well. But let's get to that music video. I have to know, because, I always hear about how Korea is so, like, definitely more on the conservative side when it comes to their media. How did they react to this music video? I mean, I know, like, to me as an American, it seemed pretty tame, really, but I can't help but wonder if there are some folks that had a really big problem with that. especially the scene with the cat, and again, I don't know their names outside of G-Dragon and T.O.P. But the guy, when he had the open shirt, looked like he had scratch marks, and he had all the girls with him. Like, that part right there, I'm like, in my head, I'm just thinking, did they get in trouble for that? I can't help but wonder. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. And I think I just need to start, when I go do like my K-pop reactions, maybe I need to go back to the older generations, because honestly, I'm feeling them so much more. I mean, outside of you know, and that's the thing, I don't know who is in what generation. I mean, considering this was 2012, I would imagine that they're at least second gen. But like, I think about groups like even the Wonder Girls, you know, and I really love their stuff. I don't know what generation BTS and Blackpink fall under. I want to say third. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe they're third. But, and then I think about my all-time favorite group being Black Swan. I think they're fourth gen. But I feel like the older generations will probably suit my taste of music more, since they're probably more from that era. That's probably like why I like the Wonder Girls so much. Probably why I really enjoyed this, and even like, you know, a lot of some BTS stuff. Even though I would say the first two songs of theirs, well, no, because I think the first song of theirs that I heard was Fake Love, and it just introduced me to them, but I wasn't really all that impressed. But then Dynamite came out, and that was where I was like, alright, I might be able to give these guys a chance. And then I started listening to Blackpink, and actually it was kind of really doing reactions to Blackpink that really got me into them. But then it's like, after Black Swan, it was like, okay, this K-pop thing is serious. I need to learn more about K-pop groups and everything. And that was where my real K-pop journey kind of really started going, to where I started expanding. So, you know, in terms of Big Bang, as I asked before, please, whatever suggestions you have on where to go from there, and even some other groups you'd like to see me react to, or at the very least some good groups to listen to, because like I said, I really want to kind of expand all this. Some groups I am already familiar with, you know, Red Velvet, Twice, some I've, if that's how you pronounce it. aespa is, good lord. Now I know aespa is definitely more recent, but good lord, they are that's a hell of a group right there even. But yeah, like for me, Black Swan is my favorite, but always open to suggestions. I feel like I'm rambling on at this point, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and stop wasting your time and just thank y'all for stopping by, especially if you've lasted this long. With all that rambling, I definitely appreciate that. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, and if you haven't done so already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you can be aware of any time I upload a new video. And if you are also interested in receiving some special perks while supporting the channel just a little bit more, feel free to check out my membership page. I actually made some changes to my memberships now that I've merged my gaming channel with this. So there's going to be some extra, there's actually two tiers now, but at the very basic tier, one of the things that you'll always get, no matter whether you're here for the gaming or the reactions, any videos that are member exclusive will always be ad free. If they're going to be videos like this that I'm gonna give you early access to, so you'll get this early access ad free. Same thing with any gaming videos, new gaming videos I upload, you'll get early access to those, and you'll also get all those ad free. But also you'll be getting more member exclusive videos, so some exclusive reactions, some exclusive gameplays, which may include uncut versions of some of the games I have excuse me, on here. So just a couple of things on there. You can feel free to look at the membership page to see what you can get by joining. But either which way, I appreciate you being here, and thanks again for stopping by. Be sure to check out some of my other K-pop reactions, and I will catch y'all down the road.